Right, welcome to the masterclass, the special masterclass where you learn why students fail JAM every year. Your JAM success story starts here. Many bright students struggle not from a lack of intelligence, but from a lack of proper preparation. And today we are cutting through the confusion to give you clarity, not prayer. So let's ride in. But first of all, let me quickly introduce myself. Um, as you can see here, this is my face. So you may be wondering that who is this person that is actually talking to you and then what is he all about? So my name is Anthony Desalu. I'm a TRCN certified science teacher and I specialize in biology, physics, and chemistry. And this I have done for the past 10 years, 10 years plus. I have 10 years plus of teaching experience in preparing students in for exams like this. So I've guided countless students through JAM, WAEC, and other critical exams. And my insights come from real experience helping students of all levels achieve their academic goals. All right, so that's all about me. Now let's slide in into the discussion fully. Now, what's the JAM reality? What the numbers show us? Now, many of us are familiar with the data that JAM released in 2024, which revealed that 70% of the students that sat for the JAM exam nationwide had a score below 200. And that is in 2024, and then only 0.46% got 300 plus. So this means just about 8,401 students nationwide achieved this top score. Now, isn't that shocking to you? Now, last year, which is 2025, there was only a little improvement, which revealed that 70.7% had below 200. That is still not very encouraging, and only 0.88% had 300 plus, which is although slightly more than what happened in 2024, it is still a tiny fraction of the total candidate. So what exactly is going on? Beyond this course, what these numbers mean for you? It tells you that hard work alone is not enough. Competition is rising and admission to competitive courses is getting tighter. These statistics reveal that many students put in effort, but often in the wrong direction. For those aiming for highly competitive courses like medicine, engineering, law, or computer science, a strategic approach is crucial. JAMB demands strategy, not just cramming. We can't conclude that all these students that had below 200, they are all those students. No, that means it reveals that there is something that they are not getting right, and that is exactly what this class will reveal to you. So stay tuned as we go on. Now, the real reason students struggle with JAM: number one, poor exam strategy. Many students approach the exam without understanding its unique demand. They think it's like the normal exam that they sit for in school, like when they are in SS1, SS2, and SS3, the normal school exams they do, which involves writing and all of that. And then sometimes you get to use ideas sometimes when you're attempting some questions and you don't understand it. So they don't really understand that JAMB is not like that. JAMB adds is a different exam that has its specific needs. So because they don't understand the demands of JAMB, they approach it wrongly. That's the reason why they fail in a very big way. Now, the second one is overconfidence in practice, mistaking lucky guesses for genuine understanding. Many times students, when they are practicing with the JAM CBT, and I'm still going to talk about that later, they kind of like, just because it's OBJ, all the normal things that they do where they are in school, when they are doing objective questions, they focus more attention on the theory part than the objective part. They just kind of like pick the answers randomly, and sometimes they actually, get it right. And so they mistake that the fact that they are able to guess right as they being able to understand the subject or the topic, and they try that in JAM and discover that it is it is zero that is actually knocking on their door. So the next one is weak conceptual understanding, memorization without truly grasping the core concepts. So JAM actually is actually want to test your core as like your understanding of the concepts. They are not looking for you maybe memorizing facts. If in fact, as a matter of fact, if you even try and memorize a whole lot of facts, and I'm not saying that memorization is not necessary, but at least you need to understand the concept first, so that even when the question comes to you in a way that you probably have not seen before, because you have understand the concept, you will be able to attack it headlong. And then wrong preparation method, so focusing on quantity of reading over quality and effectiveness. So JAMB is not a memory contest, it is a thinking exam. Now, lesson one, the danger of aiming low. Big goals ignite serious focused preparation, and small goals lead to careless casual effort. No one achieves a score of 300 plus by accident. Aiming high transforms your study habit, discipline, and seriousness. Even if you don't hit 300, aiming for it will propel you far beyond the average student. So, how many times do you hear students say that, I mean, I just want to pass JAM? What does that even mean? I mean, like you want to pass JAM, what does that mean? But when you have a specific target in mind, okay, this is the target I want to get. I want to score 300. Imagine the way you are going to prepare. You are not going to prepare like the way somebody that is not even having a plan of scoring high is going to be. You are intentional in every reading you are doing. You are not just seeing it as something like, as in, you are not just focusing on lucky guesses alone. You are intentional in the way you study, because that's what goals do. You cannot achieve a goal that you have not first of all seen. So you need to see the reality first, that I'm going to score a high mark, and not just saying score a high mark, give it a value. I'm going to score this also mark 312, 325. All the students that you are seeing that they are scoring 371, I mean 375, if you ask them, they will tell you that it is not by chance. They are not surprised that they scored that mark. They will have even been more surprised if they scored lesser than that. That's why many times when you see them, especially what happened last year, some people saw their JAM score, and they were very sure. They were too sure that this is naturally not their mark, until later JAM now told them that they should come for a receipt. That is how confident you can be in knowing what you are going to score and then getting it. Now, lesson two. Lucky success can be dangerous. Guessing correctly is not understanding. Correct answers can still hide fundamental weakness. I have said that earlier. It's easy to deceive yourself into thinking you understand a topic just because you got an answer right by chance. This false sense of mastery is a common pitfall. Many students fail because they confuse luck with true knowledge. JAM is going to review that loophole. If you probably whenever you do the CBT, and then you see a particular question that you have seen before, and then you memorized it, and then next time when you saw it, you just kind of like took the answer without understanding the concept behind why that answer is the answer. By the time you do JAM, they will bring that same question in a way that is different, that might even, that you'll be confused and be like, okay, what exactly is going to be the answer? This has been reviewed to be a pitfall of most students. Now, CBT practice, your focus should be improvement, not comparison. So the first thing is reduce weak areas. Pinpoint and strengthen your understanding where it is weakest. The purpose of your CBT practice is to know where you are weak. First of all, when you do the CBT practice, it reviews the subject that you are weak in, because you get to see the score that you have in all the four selected subjects you are going to be doing. That's use of English and all the other three pertaining to your choice of course or choice of study. So when you do it, you are not going to say that, okay, probably at the end of the day, when you did it, you score like 200 and something. And then you are going to see the breakdown of the score, and then you can know that, okay, I'm still struggling in physics, I'm still struggling in government. So, and then beyond that, you also delve into those subjects and see where you actually mixed marks, as in like where you didn't get right, and then you go back again to your drawing board, you get your books, you get your textbook, and then you read and understand the concept behind that particular topic, so that next time when you see that particular topic, you'll be able to, get the a better score. So that is exactly what your CBT practice should do. It should be for improvement. It's not that maybe you're doing CBT practice and you're like, my friend had 215, me I had 230. I'm doing better than him. Your friend is not the goal. Competing against your friend is not the goal. The goal is for you to get a high mark that is high enough to secure the course of your dream and then gain admission. That is the goal. That should be the goal always, not competing with your friend. Then boost personal score. So after you have understood your weak areas, you are supposed to attempt the CBT again and get a better mark. If you got 200 the first time, you are supposed to see improvement like 220 the next time. So all those little improvement are what should be your goal. And then the next thing is master tricky questions. Turn difficult questions into manageable ones through targeted practice. So let's move on. Study smarter, not just harder. The first one is understand concepts. Move beyond memorization to grasp the underlying principles. I've said that earlier. Utilize multiple resources. Learn from second teachers, different explanations and perspectives. So, I mean, we are living in an amazing age today where every information is available, at your fingertips. So beyond you just using your textbook to study, go on YouTube, watch videos that discusses and explains that particular topic. Discuss with your friends, maybe some of your colleagues that probably understand that topic more than you. Ask questions. And if you also have a tutorial center that you are going, whether offline or online, this should also be the questions that you should ask those your tutor. When you go there, you say, okay, when I was studying, I didn't understand this concept. Can you help me to understand it better? Make sure that you are not just limited to what you know or what is around your space. Go beyond your space in learning more and understanding the topics or the concept that you don't understand. And then practice with CBT apps. Simulate real exam conditions to build speed and accuracy. Remember, it is not about you knowing alone. You also need to understand the CBT environment, because JAMB is a CBT exam. It's not a written exam like WAEC. So you need to get acquainted with, practicing a lot of times with CBT, computer-based test. And I can recommend Test Driller and My School CBT. These are amazing apps that you can actually use, to get yourself prepared. So JAMB questions are often tricky and require a deep understanding of the subject matter. Effective preparation means engaging with the material in a way that builds true mastery. And then time management, the strategy of top scorers. So after you have already, done all of this preparation for the JAMB, now on the actual day, how do you manage time? The first thing is answer easy questions first. Build confidence and secure marks quickly by tackling what you know. So don't spend time on what is it called now, questions that are harder. Focus on the easy question first. When you see a question that you know it will take you a lot of time to get the answer, skip it and move on. Make sure that you do the easy ones first. That way you have gathered enough marks already. And then after you have done that, you now return back to the other questions with confidence and time saved. You can approach more challenging problems. Remember, time is not your enemy. Panic is. Strategic time management can boost your score by 20 to 40 marks alone. All right, so after talking about time management, now the next thing now is unlock your jam success, that is the strategies and tools. So this particular part of the presentation will equip you with proven techniques and essential resources to excel in your jam examination and achieve your academic dreams. Now, mastering JAMB, proving answering techniques. The first one is eliminate wrong options. Now, we are talking about the actual exam day now. That is what we are talking about now. So after you have done your preparation before the exam in terms of practicing with CBT and, understanding the concepts that are difficult for you to understand, and of course, all of that. Now, the next, the first one we said earlier was time management. You making sure that you gather marks quickly by tackling easy questions first. And then when you have already finished tackling all the easy questions, you realize that you still have much time, and you will now come back and start attacking the other questions. That way, you are not panicking, because it is very, very sure that out of the 180 questions, you probably would have done 100 questions that are easy to you very well. Then the remaining 80 questions, probably you still have like 1 hour. You can now take your time to understand the question, they understand the concept they are trying to ask you, and then attempt it clearly. Now, what are some of the way you can attempt questions easily and fast? Eliminate wrong options first. JAMB questions are often designed with distractors. So by systematically ruling out incorrect answers, you significantly increase your chances of selecting the right one. So from option A to D, you are looking at the options. Okay, you look at option A, it doesn't look like the answer. So by the time you have already removed all the possible incorrect answers, guess what you are left with? The right answer. Now, the next one is solve before checking. So approach each question as if there are no options. So walk through the problem to arrive at your answer first, then compare it to the choices provided. This prevents bias. Students make a lot of all these mistakes many times. When they see a particular question, they assume they already know the answer. So they don't even try to solve it. And this mostly happens with questions that has to do with calculations, maybe physics, mathematics, or chemistry. So, and even accounting. So when they see the question, they are like, okay, I know what the answer will be. So they just quickly go to the through the options, and the options can be very, very confusing. That is the goal of the exam, is to give you a lot of distractors. So before you even look at the option, when you see the question, attempt to solve it first. Then after you have solved it, and you have gotten your answer, you are easily able to know the one that is not the answer from the option. So don't make that mistake. And then the next one is skip confusing questions. So don't get stuck. If a question is difficult or time consuming, mark it and move on. You can always return to it later if time permits. This ensures you attempt all solvable questions. I've heard a lot of students saying things like, I didn't have enough time, and there are still a lot of questions there that I know. Do you know why? It's because they spend so much time on the questions that are confusing. And questions that are confusing can take a lot of time. How many hours is the exam? You have 180 questions, and then you are given 2 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes, I think, for the exam. So you realize that each particular question, you're not supposed to spend more than at least a minute on it. So by the time you're already attempting the question, and then you are spending close to about 5 minutes or 10 minutes on one particular question, guess what is happening? You are already taking away time from the ones that you could have done easily and gathered more marks. So when you see a question that looks confusing to you, skip it, and then you can come back to it later. Now, your toolkit for success, I've said this earlier, there is no way you can prepare for JAM without you having CBT apps. There is no way, there is no possible way. So if you raise that thought in your mind, it is not a WAEC exam where you that has to do with handwritten and all of that. So I know you can actually get hard copy, past question, but that will not do you much good. The one that will really do you much good is practicing with CBT app, either with your phone or with your laptop. That will simulate the exam experience for you. So you are already accustomed to how the exam environment is. So by the time you get to the exam, or you are not even afraid, you are not perturbed, you are not disturbed, that, will I be able to manage time to finish and everything? You have already solved all of that nervousness through your consistent and constant practice with CBT apps. So the ones that I will actually recommend for you, here, you have Test Driller, and then you have the My School CBT app. Both of them are amazing app. Both of them I've used them, and I'm still using them to train students, and many of them has returned with excellent result and excellent performances in their exam. All right, so that brings us to the end of this free masterclass. Now, there's something amazing that I actually want to introduce to you that you shouldn't mix, and is what I called, first of all, the JAM Success Masterclass, your pathway to clarity. So, are you and your parents seeking a clear roadmap to JAM success? This intensive masterclass is designed to demystify the exam process and provide actionable strategy. So it's going to be a 1 hour plus powerful session. You will get essential insight and general principles that applies not only to JAM but even to WAEC and other critical exams. So I know that from all of these things I've shared so far, it looks so much for you to actually, get started with. So probably some of you are very smart. From what I've shared, you already know where you are missing it wrong, and then you can jump right into action. Well, that's wonderful, that's amazing. But if you want to take it a step higher, and you probably are thinking that, okay, I don't know where to begin. Yes, I know you've highlighted a whole lot of things that I'm actually been doing wrongly and not doing rightly. I want to get started and get started well. And you are looking for a way to begin. This JAM Success Masterclass is for you. It's a 1 hour plus masterclass, and it is going to actually have a two part. So the first part is going to talk about the foundations, some certain things that you need to settle first within you before you start preparing at all. And then the part B is going to now delve into the real action, the actionable steps and strategies that you can actually take in ensuring that you secure a good mark in your JAM exam this year. Not only JAM, even your WAEC and any other exam you sit for. This masterclass is going to be an eye-opening session that will ensure that will help you to understand how to pass any exam anytime, any day. And the amazing thing is that you are given immediate access once you pay, and the fee is just a token fee of 1,000 naira. That's an affordable investment, for invaluable knowledge and peace of mind. So that is the first opportunity that I'm actually asking you to take. Now, the second opportunity is the 300 plus JAM score accelerator. So if probably after you have, taking the 1 hour, the JAM Success Masterclass, and you probably are still in need of a guide, somebody that will hold you by the hand in ensuring that the strategies that I will be talking about in that JAM Success Masterclass, you really actualize it and then get the score of your dream. That this second offer is for you. The 300 plus JAM score accelerator. I'm guaranteeing you that there is no way you will go for this intensive coaching and you will not secure that JAM score that you desire. It's impossible. So it's going to be an 8 weeks intensive online coaching. It's going to be a focused program providing mentorship, guidance, and accountability tailored for high achievement. Now, I intentionally wanted to make it only open for science students before, just 20 science students, but I decided to add 10 more slots to include art and commercial students. So we are going to be discussing physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, use of English, accounting, and government. These are the topics and subjects that we are actually going to be focusing all through this particular training. And the fee is just a token amount of 10,000 naira, and we are going to begin on Monday of February 2nd, 2025. So from that time, 8 weeks intensive coaching is going to take place online. And then here's the good part: if you enroll for this second opportunity, you get the JAM Success Masterclass as a bonus. Can you imagine? So you won't have to pay the extra 1,000 naira to get the JAM Success Masterclass. Once you pay the 10,000 naira, you automatically also get the JAM Success Master Class. All right. So take action. These are the ways you can enroll. You can pay using the account details displayed right in the screen. So immediately you pay, you will be given access immediately to the JAM Success Masterclass, the 2 hours training that I mentioned, and then you will be added also to the WhatsApp group, and then that's where more details are going to be sent to you about how the 8 weeks intensive online coaching is going to go. So you can avail yourself with this account detail that is displayed on the screen, and then send a proof of payment once you have paid to the phone number that is also displayed right here on the screen. So this and then another interesting thing that is important, just like I was discussing in the in the training is that you need a CBT app. You don't have to have the two. If you have the money to get the two, fine, all well and good. But if it is just one that you get, there is none of the two that is not good. So the first one is the test driller. To get that one is just a token of 5,000 naira. If you want to get it installed on your phone, it's just a token of 5,000 naira. But if you want to get it installed on your laptop or your desktop, that will cost you 10,000 naira. Why? For if you want to install it on your phone, the My School CBT app, also it is 3,000 naira if you want to install it on your phone. But if you want to install it on your laptop, that will cost you a token of 5,000 naira. So this is different from the fee that you are paying. The 10,000 you are paying is your tuition fee for the intensive coaching. So this getting this app is a different fee entirely that you have to pay for. That is important because we are going to be part of what we are going to be doing all through the 8 weeks intensive online coaching is to this we are going to be doing CBT challenge. So there will be times where we'll be doing CBT and everyone that has the app would definitely need it for those times. So why invest in your JAMB preparation? Your JAMB score is a gateway to your university education and future career. So strategic preparation is not an expense, but an investment in yourself. I don't want you to see this money. I mean, this is just a token. I mean, how much is 10,000 naira? It's just a token. So don't see that 10,000 naira is too much. No, see the result that you're actually going to achieve after the investment, the academic excellence that you are going to get, the brighter future, the stress that it will help you to reduce because you have structured preparation which minimizes anxiety and maximizes your performance. And what is more, boosting your confidence. So you are entering the exam hall with assurance, knowing you are fully prepared. So don't just guess, prepare right. The choice is clear. Either leave your JAMB result to chance or empower yourself with proven strategies and dedicated support. This is your moment to commit to success. So enough of guessing game. It's time for you to plan intentionally to get and secure that score that will give you the course, the career of your dreams. And I will see you in the class. Thank you for your time.